Alright, here we are, boys. Trying to figure out all this good technology we got here. You know, our dad over there just got done giving me my sandwich and my drink. I don't know how you exactly pause and unpause this stuff to try to make it into clips. But yeah. So we're chilling right here for now and don't have any music on. I don't know why it's not on. See if he gets to work soon. Let's see what we got. Is that donut bag? What the fuck? Whoa. What's in here? Like this one hand. Smells good. Throw that shit over there. Ooh. If y'all haven't already gone and got one of these pork tenderloins from Casey's, y'all need to check that shit out. It's good as hell. Oh, they only put onions on it? Oh, there we go. I was wondering if they just only put onions or mustard and ketchup, but we got that and some nice old code red. That ain't code red. That's some voltage, says right there. God, I'm stupid. Anyways, finished the sandwich. That was some good ass tenderloin, but I finished it so fast I'm such a fat ass. But we're still sitting here waiting for Pa to get done picking up some beans, and then we're gonna have the cart come over. Not the cart, but you know what I mean, the trailer. So we can put some of this good old corn on the ding dong trailer. Yep. Oh, this baby has some balls. Like, that's some horsepower, I tell you what. Damn, I'm gonna fucking blow this engine, dude. Fucking retarded. Well, now we gotta tell a story because we got nothing to fucking do. It's currently apparently 10:59 a.m. in the goddamn morning with the sun setting. So, I'm gonna tell you a little story. So, me and this kid named Mason McCormick. Well, I was at the state fair, right? And this motherfucker, he was vaping at a goddamn concert, and they kicked his ass out. Well, when the state trooper asked him about it, he fucking lied to him. He said he was another person, and so he got banned from the goddamn state fair. And then he was talking about how racist it was because when he walked into the fucking place, there was only black people on the wall. And then we walked out of the place, right? And we got to go to BK. We walked in through the doors, and this guy was standing there, right? And he started talking to us. He's like, "Man, the bus did not wait for me, man. And I've been working all day." And then I look over at Mason, and Mason's all like, "Yo, bro, we can give you a ride." I look over at Mason like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then Mason's like, "Oh, man, we're going to be on our way," even though we live in the total opposite direction. The guy looks over at Mason, gives him a fist bump and a handshake. And I'm sitting there like, "Dude, it's my truck." And so we get our food. We come back out. He jumps in the vehicle, right? We're heading in towards where he's got to go. And then, well, we stop at Walgreens. Why do we stop at Walgreens? Because Mason's dumbass wants some catnip. Mason fucking walks in. The guy that he was with, he's all a sketchy looking guy. He walks over, finds a big bag of catnip, and then they say they can't sell just catnip itself, and so the guy walks over to the toy section where the catnip and the toys are. He rips the catnip out of the package, stuffs it in his pants, walks out like nothing happened. He goes out in the car with Mason, and they're both smoking up a bowl of catnip. I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck am I doing here? Then we take off, and at the beginning he said, he's like, "Man, all I got is $5 for gas." And I was like, "Man, that's kind of far." And while Mason was reassuring him that we could even go still. And so we get to the gas station. He gives me $5 to put in. I put in for gas, right? And then he pulls out a fucking credit card and buys wraps. And I'm like, where the fuck did you pull that out of? And then he just fucking shrugs his shoulders, grabs his wraps, jumps in the vehicle, and fucking we're on our way. Hey guys, before I continue the video, I want to show you guys who I'm talking about, Mason McCormick. I want to show you a little clip of him when he was not sober. It is pretty funny. Alright, here it is, guys.
Time, nigga! Woo! I commit crime, nigga! I kill motherfuckers! I got guns, I got choppers, I got lead, I got drinks. 30 shots for a nigga think he touched me. I'm a buck, you a pussy, nigga, go get popped.
Now I know you're probably thinking, what a fucking retard. And yes, this is a real AR-15 with a laser dot pointed at this dumbass's head. Promise you. Well, boys and girls, it's getting a little dark outside. You got Dad still working down over there. Fucking racking up hours on the tractor. Gonna have to turn it off in a second. But let's go back to our story. So we basically left. We left Walgreens, got in the truck. Then we got the gas, left the gas station. We were going down the road, and we were going about 45 and a 40 or 35. And the guy we picked up is in the back seat. He's like, man, slow down, slow down, slow down. And I was like, I turned around and I was like, what's up, dude? And he's like, dude, I got X on me. I was like, you have ecstasy on you. He's like, yeah, man, slow down, slow down, slow down. And I got Mason beside me laughing his ass off because he doesn't think he's telling the truth. And that guy is like, he's all like shaking and stuff. He's like, dude, I can't get pulled over, can't get sent back to jail. I was like, okay, man, I'll slow down. So we're driving, right? And I type in his address. We're pulling up to the place, and the more close like we get to his house, the more sketchy it gets. Like, you know, when you go to a bad side of town, there's cars up on like jacks with no rims on, and people are being like robbed and stuff. Well, it was the equivalent. Like, I'm telling you, we rolled up, and it was the definition of the projects. Like, we rolled around one corner. We took one corner to turn around, and there was 3 cops sitting in a line. Then we turned around to go where his house was, and he's like, hey man, I got women, I got Hennessy in there, and I got you. And so we're like, okay, you know, this guy seems pretty cool now. So we're sitting there waiting. 10 minutes passed, 15 minutes passed, and no sign of the man we picked up from Burger King. And so I look at Mason, and I was like, the only pussy here is that guy. And then Mason's like, dude, look over there. And then I look to my right, and then there's a Crips and Blood gang fight that is being broken out. Then all of a sudden we hear 3 cop cars that we had already seen pass by us and go and try to break it up. So we're like, man, this is getting pretty sketchy, so we should get out of here. We turn, go another direction. Well, guess what's in front of us? Another Blood and Crips fight. We turn around, and then we leave the place. The whole way home, I'm looking at Mason, I'm telling him, you're a fucking idiot. You are a fucking idiot. I am never picking up another random person at Burger King again. Like, and then he looks at me, and the excuse was, man, don't we have the craziest times when we hang out together? And then I looked at him and I was like, shut the fuck up. And then I drove him home, dropped him off, and then he called me the next morning and was like, dude, why you gotta be such a fucking, like a puss? And I'm like, Mason, you made me pick up some random ass man from Burger King. And you made me take him to the projects, the sketchiest place of Des Moines. And he promised us absolutely, like, women and alcohol. And he only gave me $5 to travel 20 miles. Not even 20 miles. It was probably 10 miles, 15 miles. And I don't think $5 does it. And so I was all pissed off at Mason, right? And from then it took me a couple days, and then he's trying to tell people that it was the most badass story and that he got bitches and stuff. And then I came around the corner, I was like, Mason, you didn't get anything. You were the biggest pussy. You wanted to get the fuck out of there as soon as that fight broke out. And we picked up a random ass man from Burger King because you got kicked out of the goddamn state fair. And then he shut his mouth right away. I was like, good, you fucking faggot. So yeah, faggot, fucking faggot. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and sub for more videos. I'm sure I'll have different videos than me just sitting in a damn tractor the whole night trying to tell you a story. But like I said, leave a like and sub. I'll have more videos later. Thanks, guys. Bye.